Go.
I'm currently unsure of how to broach the Algary stuff in character right now.
Meanwhile, Morty has returned with a glass of milk and some snacks.
I'm gonna have to imagine there's a bunny on it just because.
He's just gonna pop one of those right into his little beak and eat it up.
Lelia bites her lip as if she's hiding something. Do they know where she's from yet in character?
No.
We haven't asked Jack about anyone.
You guys have told each other exactly jack shit about each other's backstories until it came up literally in the game.
You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah, we're kind of all put together by judge mandate.
I'll go if you look. Wait, stay fine. You go. You talk. I'll talk. If you talk. If you want. If you. I'll make a deal. You talk about how you got into this business. I'll talk about how I got into it.
I don't see how. Lelia is still silent, as if mute. It's like her dirty laundry. It's not something she wants to air out, as it's very deep with her.
Meanwhile, Morty's watching you all intensely while eating some crackers with his milk. While still in the body of a hawk, just so we maximize the ridiculousness.
Out of character, it's just me trying to figure out how to really broach that she's from Algary. And why that's a big deal-ish.
Well, everybody here except for Howard's a country bumpkin who wouldn't know what the hell that is. Okay, they are.
And Howard's off getting pizza.
All right. Fuck it. If you're not gonna go first, I'll go.
I was an inquisitor from Algary.
Oh, snap! She beat you to the punch! I'm sorry, continue.
Which, if you do
everyone could do knowledge geography or knowledge local or knowledge nobility. Whichever one of those roles you might have.
Okay, I got knowledge local.
Are there any bonuses for it being untrained?
You don't really get any penalties, but I'm gonna say you're gonna have to roll pretty fucking good.
Alright. That's a +4 across the board just because I have intelligence +4, but yeah. Might as well just. Yeah. I go with local because take me, I've heard some rumors. And it's a middling roll.
Nice. Between the three of you, you know that Algary is a small city-state of a former empire. We'll call it the Nero Empire. It's a city-state that used to be part of the Nero Empire before it collapsed. And other than that, other than the fact that Algary was part of that, is a city-state part of that empire, and that it basically collapsed very recently, you don't know too much about its culture or whatnot. Just that it had hard times and is now in a complete state of chaos.
Wait.
So,
Hold the fucking phone. You're from Algary.
There's lots of inquisitors from Algary without a job these days.
Especially the ones who invented phones.
Who invented phones?
Because ARS said hold the fucking phone and...
Oh. What?
Jesus.
Why do... Sure, and there's totally no connection between you and that recent occurrence, huh?
Why would AR suddenly expect that Lelia was involved in that?
I don't know.
The
fact I don't know. Maybe the fact that we kind of displayed a habit of doing crazy shit.
Yeah, but taking down a country is a whole other thing.
Okay,
that's small.
here's what I would say. I would say she'd probably. I don't think she would suspect that Lelia was directly involved, but I think she would definitely broach questions like, "Wait a minute, Alighieri, collapsed. And you've escaped from there. Is there more to that story than that? Because I've seen that you can cause quite a ruckus. I almost think you would stay, or something like that."
Yeah, that does seem like it. It's seems like a place to be absolute heaven for you.
Was that lady? I couldn't hear you over the breathing.
Why would you want to leave then? It seems like absolute heaven for you.
Well, between the raving mobs, the armies of other countries trying to come in and reestablish the old status quo, and people wanting to lynch the old system.
Oh, you say.
Lily's doing a bluff right now, so
Sense motive.
let me find the dice roller. Oh, she rolled low too, so. Is that a nat 20 or?
No, my sense motive is at 10. I rolled a 10.
Oh.
So you were fucked no matter what I rolled unless it was a 1.
Because Lily has a 21 in bluff. I mean 11 in bluff. Oh wait, that's not right.
Oh.
Yeah.
So rolling sense motive checks against Lelia.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That'll also be fun.
Ooh, Lily actually rolled low. She's not hiding it pretty good right now for some reason.
Oop. No, I see shit.
I just kind of squint at her sideways with that disapproving cat look on my face.
Really, you only have a +2? Oh no, it's roll 2
I
plus
have
11.
I have an 11.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll have Morty roll sense motive too. It's not particularly great, but
No,
he might roll well. We'll see.
I only have a 1 in sense motive.
Morty got 23.
Jesus.
Wow.
So Morty says, "Well, I don't know you very well, but that seems a bit like bullshit."
I squint at her harder and flick my ears.
It's okay. You can tell us. This is a safe space. If any of them judge you, I'll turn back into a dragon and eat them. That's the definition of safe.
When did Aku get here?
This is a safe space. We don't use his name here.
Fucking right.
Yes, it is quite the conundrum. Yes, what is that again? Oh, just a difficult or confusing problem. Yes, problem. Okay, enough of my terrible Aku impression. Let's get the scene rolling.
It wasn't too bad, honestly. I mean, it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't too bad.
I feel it's a decent impression of the guy currently doing Aku.
Yeah.
Leia takes a deep breath. Alighieri was... You know the Order of the Thorn?
The Circle of the Thorn, yes.
You know that the human cult that I hear comes from this island?
No.
Imagine a whole country ran by them.
Oh. Yeah.
A whole theocrat... And imagine you, a young tiefling girl, born into that. And forced into a priory. And imagine for all your life, not only do you have demonic impulses telling you to abandon all sense of goodness, but also having a system to beat down upon you from above and say that you are predisposed for sin, that you will never, that the moment you die, you are condemned to hell.
And I want to imagine that Howard gets back from getting pizza at just this moment.
I kind
Bones
of
being condemned to hell?
Arrow's kind of read over and pass around the back.
We are all sharing backstories, Howard.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. We're all sharing backstories, Howard, so...
Also,
Sit on down.
Howard can do a knowledge and nobility check if he wants to find out more that the others did not.
Oh, you didn't hear that? Well, you could say he was snuck in a little earlier.
Well, Steen posted in chat he either fell asleep or was listening silently.
I'm gonna go with
Oh.
listening silently because not even Howard can fall asleep with all this bullshit going on.
I like my version where he went out to get pizza and has come back, but, we could go with that, too.
I kind of like the idea they just snuck out to get food and he popped back in randomly going, "Hey guys, I brought lunch."
like he somehow managed to get like a full fucking roast boar with like an apple in its mouth.
Well, I forget if you guys actually met him, but there is a deep one who cooks pizza in this.
Yeah,
We have.
We have.
Really good pizza bagels.
I forgot about that guy.
I'm the only one who knows him, actually.
Well, he could have looked around, just stumbled into him.
Let's go with that.
He gave me. Hey, I'm one who got him for free.
So
Well, clearly he brought back a pizza with the topping of roast boars with apple stuffed into their mouths.
Seems legit.
Oh,
Anyway, sorry to throw you off, Lelia, so,
I posted something in chat for Steen.
yeah, I rolled and got a 13, but I'm trying to figure out the context of how to open that up.
For the sense motive or knowledge nobility?
Knowledge nobility.
I think Steen should get a bonus to that since he's actually noble and it makes sense in his backstory.
well, it depends on if he's actually put ranks in that skill, because that's how you get those bonuses.
Nope, there's no ranks in the skill, so.
Well, there you go. Obviously, he did not pay attention in
Noble
Aristocrat
school.
He was dreaming of adventure.
But what exactly were you saying before Howard walked in, Lelia?
Basically, part of Lelia's backstory, but not completely all of it. She hasn't really gone into what happened to Alighieri, more her upbringing.
Okay, so Howard, you know enough about Alighieri to know that if someone mentions Alighieri and they're an Inquisitor and they're a Tiefling, since Alighieri is super pro-human, super anti-devil, and Inquisitors are often used to kill non-humans, particularly those who look non-human, and the fact that Lelia has some apparent scars on her face and shit, this is suddenly bringing up a lot of questions. Because you have enough context about Alighieri with that 13 to know that Lelia's probably been through some shit if that's where she comes from.
You're from Alighieri?
Yes, I
We
said that.
established this.
Well, he
I'm
just
sorry,
got
I
back.
wasn't
You
giving-
guys know that. Sorry, go on, Howard.
I swear in my time I've been a host to some people from Alighieri. It sounds like quite the happening place.
Jesus fucking Christ!
What?
Not anymore, it's gone. Well, the old system anyways.
I'm a little behind on my knowledge of the town. City.
The last I heard, it was on fire for a while.
Yep. Whole lot of shit going down there.
Being
And
a job. Did Is that why you lost your job, Lelia?
Yes. Many Inquisitors these days are nomads due to the fall of Alighieri.
Well, what
Some
I've
think
heard
that-
from the place, it kind of sucked. So, congratulations on losing your job.
Well, the people I did host were kind of pompous.
Something tells me you're not. I don't know. You don't
Everyone
seem
can do
like
a
the type.
sense motive check right now, and Lelia, because you're being tight-lipped, I'm going to have you roll a bluff check, but a bluff check at disadvantage.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm gonna take a D&D 5th edition rule for this because I think this is actually a pretty cool rule. I won't do it all the time, but I want to do it for this one. You got to roll 2 d20s, and whichever one has the worst score, you have to take that one.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Because, oh, damn. It's like, because half the group rolled shitty.
Okay, I rolled a 2.
Wow. Somehow did better than you did.
Somehow, Howard is the one who's insightful here.
I rolled a 19 and then I rolled a 2. So I'd take the worst one, so...
Yeah. So Howard, you figure out that when she's just like, yeah, it was a bad time, she is really, like, poorly trying to, like, hide the fact that some really awful shit went down in Alighieri for her. And she's not being honest about it, just like she hasn't been honest about the fact that her dad was the demon you guys banished in Mockin.
Oh, what's the fact he wasn't being honest is that you guys never asked.
Yeah, lie of omission, dude.
Oh, that a smiling Lelia was creepy as fuck.
So Howard's aware that Lelia right now is hiding a lot of shit from the group.
You
Yes.
know, why do
You feel as if I recall those visitors mentioning some concerns about a peasant uprising or something.
real attack, alarmer boy.
Oh, he doesn't fucking know the context.
Again, it's hard to like dance around like this stuff in character.
Yeah.
Howard doesn't dance around things. He stumbles directly into them.
And then bluffs the fuck out of them and makes them think that it worked.
Maybe diplomacy check, maybe. I'm just waiting. So am I waiting on Scene to say something, or...
Yes, fuck it. I'll do it.
I'm trying to remember like everything we have been saying about Alighieri too, like how to do it, like to get something.
Well, if you knew Garen, out of character, if you knew Garen, then he did know about the fall of Alighieri.
That's true.
to-
Well,
Eric is going to kind of look very strangely serious for once. Look, we've all got skeletons in our closet, and it's like this. We all got skeletons in our closet. Right now, now it's the best time to tell us about them before they start jumping out at us. That already happened with me. Happened with me. And you guys don't even know the full story regarding that.
Howard's trying to say something.
Just one second.
actually,
I want to
set
make
up
it.
a team
Okay.
of cleaners in Mycroft, and they went and cleared the skeletons from everyone's closets.
I'm not speaking to the joke.
Motherfucker.
Meanwhile, Aku from Samurai Jack appears, puts a hand on Lelia's shoulder, and says, "It's okay. This is a safe place."
How about this? Oh, I got it. I assume Leo wears a ring, and no one's done that before, right?
Oh, she doesn't wear a ring. She has a short necklace though.
Could I like bullshit that's cultural to like Allegheny?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a wedding gift.
Say, Lelia, that necklace around yourselves. I swear I remember one of my visitors having something similar and mentioning that it was like a wedding tradition from Allegheny.
Not from Allegheny, but it is a wedding tradition.
You're married? Huh.
I've said this before.
I don't have the best memory. It kind of made me. I must have forgotten about that. And that was the dragons, vampires, and giant undead.
When did that happen?
Did
Shortly after Allegheny. Oh.
So a country fell and you got married right after?
What do uprisings get you hot?
Got her husband hot, that's for sure.
Well, I was worried that something happened to your husband in what happened with Allegheny, so that's good.
Oh, he's alive, currently in Doyle somewhere.
Ah,
Okay. Now you've got to tell me. I need details. Okay, that's it. I need details. Serious, you do not say I'm married and do not and leave things out like that. I've got to know more about this now. Name.
One of the hunchbacked knights is suddenly sitting in. And he's like, "Yeah, is your husband hot?"
His ass is immaculate.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm not really into you humans, but I'm glad you're in love. Then he walks away.
His ass. I'm just trying to figure out how to get this out in the open if she's being so tight-lipped about it. It's kind of a difficult
Yeah.
character moment.
If only one of you could cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah, she won't hold a grudge for that.
Well, you can will save it though, because I know it with
check on the pizza.
And off Howard goes.
If one of us made a diplomacy roll high enough, could we ask her about it?
Yeah, I'm
See
gonna
if
say
she would
that.
see if she would say anything more. Let's see.
My diplomacy is shit.
Diplomacy with a DC of 20.
Ooh.
Because I want the scene to fucking move. I've got plot shit to go through today.
Okay, so
yeah, I wanted to move too, but I just don't know how to get it out in the open.
All right.
Oh shit!
is that right?
Settle.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Nope.
Huzzah!
It's actually a decent diplomacy roll for me.
Harry, diplomatically tell Lelia to spill the fucking beans already.
Lelia, we know there's stuff you aren't telling us. And if you don't want to tell us, that's fine. But we all saw what happened when somebody didn't tell us something in the last town.
Lilia takes a deep breath. My last assignment, I was sent to go deal with a tiefling slayer, seditionist, in the backcountry. As it turns out, individual eluded me for quite a while, humiliating me at every turn. And then one day, my very organization of which sired me decided to betray me. Leave me for dead, sending a whole squad of mercenaries to kill both me and the seditionist. A man wearing a certain mask. Now, this man did not take, for some reason, took very offense to my betrayal. and took personal investment into it. And after about a few days of mulling it over, he decided to get back at Eligary. One thing led to another, and Eligary is no more.
What?
So, wait. You
I
and
feel
your
like-
soon-to-be husband,
You don't know that.
you and your buddy
Dude, they
or
can
whatever it was.
infer.
Yeah,
I'm
It's the
guessing
only
this is
person
your
to
soon-to-be
talk about.
husband. Correct?
you're right.
You toppled a city-state just because you could?
There was other reasons involved.
But mainly because you
didn't
were
sound like
pissed,
it.
right?
Partially. It's then that Lily takes off her coat and her shirt and shows you her back. On her back, you notice 2 scars. Oddly, where a pair of wings would used to be. Long, cauterized, and scarred over, as if they were removed when she was very, very young.
Era is even very deep red.
Yeah, I think he already need to do a will save because that rack and those abs. Woo!
Fucking Christ. Oh, dear.
And Lily takes off her boot and shows you her foot.
Era is
Which at the bottom
drooling.
of her heel, you notice that there's a flat piece of bone, as if there was like some sort of bone jutting from the bottom of her heel once. And at her feet are positioned as if she's still wearing a heel, even though she isn't wearing one. There's also a scar on my lower back, but I'm pretty sure you don't need to see that.
Oh, I beg to differ.
I'm married, you hedonist.
Nothing wrong with you admit it.
I slap her. Oh, for fuck's sake.
And Ari has a sending spell.
Ignoring you. I'm ignoring you. I
Okay,
don't
I'm
want
back.
to talk to you, motherfucker. Quit calling. Not home. I don't exist. Hang up already! Fuck. Okay.
Who was that?
I'm actually
Nobody.
amazed it took this long for a phone call to interrupt the damn game.
Yeah, we're only 15 sessions in.
Okay, so go ahead. She's done now.
So imagine, you know what I said about my memories of my upbringing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not only was I having demonic invasions of my inner psyche and an inborn sadism, I also imagine the whole system was against you from day one, and that system told you that you would be condemned from hell. No matter what you did, no matter how much prayer or devotion to the gods you did, you would be condemned.
That's pretty fucked up.
Indeed.
And that you had have to constantly, daily punish yourself for the very crime of being born.
You know,
That's Alighieri.
Hey, Tig,
Yes.
when we're done here, you want to go piss on some more ashes?
Sure.
Alright.
I can make some more.
I need a drink first.
Sounds like you all do.
I can make some more ashes.
So Alighieri was a powder keg as it was. They were
With-
kobold slums, essentially. They called them kobold, but they had any non-human. Kobold, Ifrit, it didn't matter. they're all lower class citizens, forced away in the slums. All the while, the military police brutalize them regularly. Well, it didn't take much to ignite that spark, especially when most of the Allighieri military was off doing crusades against the Ifrit nations down in the east. So all that was left was a bunch of hoity-toity nobles and mercenaries who didn't take long to abandon their posts. And so there wasn't much guards around the palaces when someone decided to sneak in and place charges all around the supports.
Wait, can you repeat that?
So there wasn't a lot of guards around when a certain individual snuck in to place explosive charges and gunpowder along the supports of the palace.
Hmm.
And that is why Algeria is currently in anarchy.
Did we lose our DM again?
What was that?
Saying, did we lose our DM again?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Your thing was
You're
flashing
fine.
so much. I wasn't sure if you were shouting penis, 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 and none of us were here.
Okay, so it's just picking up like very faint shuffling or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
These
It's not
mics,
even moving.
something's going on, like a fan in the background. I don't know. I can't hear anything, but it's lighting up.
Huh.
So after years of abuse and years of profession, I was convinced to take action against Algeria by my husband.
So you snapped?
Essentially giving all of the people words as he took after an old dead masked individual whose name I can't recall, but apparently was a bunch of ne'er-do-wells. Thing led to another, and he fled Alligator for Doyle. Find greener pastures.
And it all worked out okay.
Until you walked into a bar.
Yeah, and an inconspicuously placed ninja right above me. Who knew?
So you've had a hand in throwing over an entire nation already.
Throwing over.
Interesting.
Over what?
An entire city-state already.
Yes.
I'm equal parts concerned and impressed.
I'm more impressed.
I don't like making a habit out of it. Alligator would have happened to Alligator one way or another eventually.
Eris kind of wiggles her eyebrows. You can storm my capital anytime. Okay, yeah, that was a horrible. Oh
Well,
God.
Sounds at the very least your heart was in the right place for your actions.
So my
And
upbringing.
it's not like you've burned down any other town since, so you know.
My story.
Everything else. Damn it! Keep hearing my damn voice. Throws me off.
Well, my story is, I don't know.
Hold up. Can I?
What was that? See, what was
interrupt
that?
you, Letty, but like I haven't actually. It just hit me like a very organic way to transition to Howard. So could I go actually next?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Shit! Now I lost my train of thought.
Wait.
I have an organic way to transfer to Howard. Shit!
Shit.
Oh, piss.
Can you repeat the last thing you said, Sir K?
The last thing I said. So it would have happened in Alighieri one way or the other. I try not to make habits of it.
That is a lot to have faced before what the adventure we are already on. No, I'm not like the rest of you. Before this, I, Baron Howard Donovan of Mycroft. I spent years just hearing the stories of others. How their great victories in battles, how they faced monsters, slayed them. It was exciting. And I wanted to be a part of that myself, which is why I found myself in what's the town we started at?
Knobs
Then.
End.
Knobs End.
Knobs End.
End of the knob.
It's like it's a penis.
Yeah. It's
I
still
wanted to be
fucking hell.
an adventurer and hero like all the stories I had read. Doing good deeds, slaying monsters, and all that. Then
Noble
we
goal.
started adventure. Everything that I got to see. It's no doubt been exciting, but revealed to me just how wrong all those stories were. When I look at Buddy or Morty, I don't see monsters. I see people just like me. It's no, I was not prepared for all the realities that this would entail. But Gothcliff has given us an important mission. I am prepared to see it through. I am happy to serve with the rest of you.
Okay, just brief out of character aside, like I had like so many horrible non sequitur jokes I could put in there, but like that was so serious and well done that I didn't want to use any of them. And I feel like that's an important thing to note because you know me.
Yeah.
I normally can't resist ruining a moment.
That was extremely well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit, Howard.
I feel like I mangled it some because I was looking at my pizza the entire time.
Just
Finish this thing, taking another bite.
Serious
You're
dialogue,
silly.
but pizza.
Yeah, you're constantly trying to roll a will save.
Pretty much.
Keep going or eat the
In
pizza.
canon, Howard made that speech while holding a piece of pizza the whole time.
Was this taking a bite out of each and every fucking word?
Take that, Hamlet.
To be
Oh, boy.
or not to be.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And when he toasts us, he's just pulling the slice.
A serious horror campaign.
Very serious.
But seriously though, that was good.
Yeah.
That was some good shit.
I imagine
Alright,
we're
how
all
to say
a
this
little
deal.
stunned.
Era's kind of just going to speak up again. Well, I kind of had a decent start. We were open. Didn't really. I know my parents. Was basically dropped off in an orphanage. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. That bad. Like, didn't have anything really tragic happen to me. It was kind of lonely being the only non-human, but it did have a little. Basically, we basically grew up together. But time went on. Eventually, we had to part ways. Different parents adopted us. She got adopted by my retired paladin and his wife. I got adopted by a Tengu sorcerer. Basically, she became a paladin. Became a paladin like she always wanted to. I'm a hero like in the kind of like you, Howard. She wanted to be a hero like in the story she read so much about as a kid. Me, I went into magic. Learned that I was part dragon in a couple of years after being adopted. Figured that it would be the best you might as well put that power to use. Then here eventually we still kept in contact with letters, stuff like that. Still sent each other gifts. I got eventually she became a full-fledged paladin. I got a very decent job at a mage college. Then I got a note. I got a message. The town that she had Lil had been visiting a town with her parents when bandits had attacked. The entire a good portion of the place was burned to the ground. Casualties included Lil's adopted parents. Lil herself was nowhere to be found, presumed dead. Something when I got that, something died in me. I stole a couple of high level scrolls and scrolls from the mage college. Wrote out, and it's kind of that grin, kind of like a very disturbing grin. And just cast the spell with my hands on fire. I made them burn. I reach in my backpack and pull out like a kind of a very battered looking, kind of bit blood in mask and toss it into Airy. I kept that for a long time now. Yeah. Genuine mask for one of those fuckers. Spent the next couple of years kind of wandering around looking for any lead I could find. Anyone I saw the kind of looked I saw affiliated with those bandits, tracked them down and slaughtered them. Then eventually I found a lead. It took me a lot knobs end, and you guys know the rest. Then it's been only a couple of days, it's still a fiery messer. In 20 years. And it's right here in goddamn Conquered One.
Heavy.
20 years. Here's it didn't get so much as a letter. Not a note, nothing.
I share a glance with Tig and go, you want to roll for it, or you want to go next, or
Well, I already went.
did you?
Did you?
Yes, I already went. You guys weren't listening.
I take the mask back. The mask back. I mean, if you guys, yeah, like I said earlier, I'm genuinely sorry for what you went through. When you guys call me a monster, it's honestly at this point, once calling me a monster is just basically saying a fact. You guys are good people. You don't deserve to be called that. I take the mask and kind of slip it back in my bag.
So is Ari or Tig going next?
I already went.
Or Talia.
I feel like I should go last.
Yeah.
Okay, well, where do you want me to start exactly?
Beginning, it would be nice.
Well, my parents tell me that they found me by the side of a river while my village burned in the background. My adoptive parents, that is. A couple humans from a nearby village. The nearby village wasn't very nice to non-humans, no matter how they might have been allied in the past. You know, I have my suspicions on why my village was set on fire, but I won't share those here because I have no proof. For the next 15 years, was in a village filled with humans and nothing else but humans and me. As you can imagine, I wasn't very popular.
I hear ya.
I got less popular when I decided to fight back against some of the bullies and discovered that claws and human faces do not go together.
I disagree.
So that was the last time I lashed out that way. It's actually the reason I started stealing things. Because just because they were little shits didn't mean they deserved to be physically
Life up.
assaulted like that. And I decided that I was going to get back at them that way by taking things that were precious to them instead of,
Hurting them?
yes.
Their face again.
Because I noticed that little shit humans, or little shits in general, value things more than they do anything else.
Morty
And
gods.
that's also how I met the gravekeeper in the town. I actually broke into the incorrect house, and he caught me. And instead of, turning me into the town guard, which would have happily thrown me into the fucking dungeon and forgotten that I existed, I just needed to give them one more excuse. And that's how, that worked in that lovely place. What was that?
Sorry.
Okay,
Fucking spam ads.
and that's how I know how to, do funeral rites. I know how to do most funeral rites, actually. I actually had a question I wanted to ask Lelia, but I'll ask that later. And that went on for several years until I turned 15. And the old gravekeeper died. And the town decided that they didn't appreciate a non-human giving the funeral rites exclusively to their dead. So I had to leave. And I did. After I, set the mayor's house on fire and left.
Nice.
I actually ran into that kid that I scratched the face of a couple years later. They apparently weren't very nice to him either. The reason why he was bullying me is because the little bastard mayor's son here she sneers a little bit, had taken his pet and was threatening to cut its head off if he didn't. So you can't always... That's the day I found out that you can't always judge behavior by the behavior. There's usually some reason behind it. So I'm trying to be better about that, but I'm still a little reactionary.
And now it's Tig.
Already went.
Go again.
Shit.
That was
Okay.
a poor bluff.
It's a nat one. No, I didn't actually roll it, but I'm taking this in that one. He's gonna look around real quickly. He'll spy a book on the table and goes,
I am not really a goblin. I am a transformed prince from a fort. Fuck it. Let's just say there's a theme with all our stories and whatnot. I was born in a clan that lived on the mainland of Doyle. I actually don't remember where. It wasn't a very big clan. It was kind of not even big enough to put on a map. But I was born, I think, around the 50th child to an alchemist named Frigg. Frigg the Frightening is her full name, also known as Herpes in some circles.
I'm pretty sure if I had 50 kids, I'd be pretty frightening too.
I'm the only one who lived.
She ate the rest.
Yes. It's, Mother didn't like children or anybody else really. She preferred to use mutagens to transform her body into a giant ogress and then proceed to eat the next generation of children in the tribe bit by bit just for laughs. Her favorite punishment / hobby was to shove mutagens into her favorite prey, watch as they transform, and then start eating them as their bodies mishmash out of control. Now, as he's saying this, Tig's like slowly. I mean, are we in like big comfy chairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tig is
I don't think there are
slowly-
any non-big comfy chairs in the Raven's Rest.
He's like slowly retreated into the cushion until only like his eyes, ears, and hands are visible. And this is talking. And well, one day she kind of didn't really rule the tribe, but nobody was stupid enough to say anything to her. Until one day she mixed her mutagens horribly and turned into like a giant mass of tumors that imploded. And like I was saying, I was the only one who survived because I ran faster than all the others. And she mostly ignored me unless she wanted to test something. But after she died, the tribe kind of reasserted itself, you know? And, well, you know how hate is. It's very easy to transfer over, and I was never a very big goblin, so I was low man on totem pole. Means every time anybody had a problem, it was me who took it. And I hated alchemy at first, but healing potions were the only way I survived. I could sell them to the others, or actually I bartered with my life. And they would take them, and then they would let me survive whatever they were doing. But I got a little better at it, a little bit more at a time. And the elders of my tribe would use the healing potions on their raids at the towns, you know, collecting the babies for the fire and whatnot. And, well, I was not important, but just slightly important enough not to kill. And I started to learn a bit more about alchemy. And I hate... He just, again, retreat further into the cushion.
And what Tig is going to start to do is he starts his both hands on the ear with the bite taken out of it. He's starting to kind of like knead and twist it a little bit while running his thumb along the bite mark.
I also think by this point you're at least partway in the like crack of the couch.
Pretty much. Like it's just the hands and like the ears that are visible now, and his eyes because they glow.
That's
I'm
adorable.
I'm doing this. And well, as I started doing more things, more potions. I made bombs, and they took the bombs and they blew up stuff, and they made me come with on the raids, but I really didn't do much other than supplies. I was never very fond of that. But then I had a new problem. I was almost important. When you get important, some people single you out. But I was
They decided they should be important instead.
somewhat. It's one of the other goblins saw that I could, make poisons and bombs and other things, and I actually helped kind of overthrow the other tribe, the tribe elders. And the problem, I don't say problem, I recently learned that not all goblins are like this. But a custom in my tribe is when you want something, you take it, and then you mark it so everybody knows that it is yours.